Donald Cerrone defeats Mike Perry via first round submission due to an armbar. So basically how this fight played out was basically how that sparring session played out. Mike Perry talked about that sparring session, and it pretty much went down how that sparring session went down. So Mike Perry was getting the better on the feet. Not really, maybe to a little bit he was getting the better on the feet in the fight, but not really much happened on the fight. They were kind of filling each other out, but nobody's really landed anything too significant. They landed about probably 15 strikes combined on the feet before it really started grappling. Like Cerrone was trying to set up some takedowns. He couldn't get a takedown on his own. And then, like in the sparring session, it was Mike Perry who actually gave Cerrone the chance to grapple. Like, because in the grapple session, Cerrone was able to get a takedown. Then Mike Perry went for a takedown, and Cerrone was able to counter, defend the takedown. Or matter of fact, Mike Perry didn't really land a takedown. He kind of just missed the takedown, and Cerrone was able to pretty much spin to his back, get him down, and hold him down for the entirety of that sparring session, and Mike Perry couldn't get up. So it didn't happen exactly like that, but it was Mike Perry again who shot the takedown. He got the takedown. Cerrone couldn't get a takedown. Mike Perry shot a takedown, had top control, and then Cerrone was able to reverse after a couple seconds. Was able to reverse, was able to get to his back. Kind of had hook B, was a little bit too high, fell over top, and Perry was able to shrug him off the top, and then he was in Cerrone's guard. He was kind of trying to stack his guard a little bit so he could land some big shots. Cerrone was able to pull him back to the guard. It instantly drew up an arm bar, switched it to a triangle, then belly down, then switched back to an arm bar, belly down on the arm bar. It was kind of like an odd kind of arm bar, because then when he had the arm bar locked in, Perry picked him up and slammed him on his head. So he kind of fell in an awkward position. Like, he still had the thing tied in. It was kind of like an awkward position. It was like a position where that Perry could have stepped over and possibly got out of the arm bar. But before, Perry acknowledged that he was fully acknowledged that availability of that exit, escape from that armbar. Cerrone was able to belly down, fully belly down, and extend his head up so that it would cut off that exit, and then Perry was forced to tap. So it was a great finish for Cerrone, a much needed win. People were talking about he needed to retire and all this stuff, but a much needed win. Maybe Mike Perry isn't that caliber of opponent, but still was a high profile fight just based off the beef between Cerrone and Greg Jackson. Not the greatest, but Greg Jackson and Winklejohn, Jim. It's more so a beef between Cerrone and Winklejohn than it is with Greg Jackson, but the whole thing is just some beef. It was a big win for Cerrone with all that attention around the fight. It might not be the most high caliber or the best opponent, but it was a much needed win. Just to get back to the winning side, and once again extended, or he surpassed GSP and Bisbee for the most wins in the UFC, and he surpassed Vitor Belfort and Anderson Silva for the most finishes in the UFC. So still a good win. It might not be, like I said, it might not be the most high caliber opponent, but it was a high profile fight and a much needed win. I think he said he's dropping back down to 155s. I think he definitely has a lot of good matchups down there at 155 if he could just at least stay healthy and just keep improving and keep training smart. He definitely could make himself a figure in that picture at 155. And he'll still be one of the biggest names at 155 once he returns. He's still one of the biggest names in the sport. Outside, the big names like Conor McGregor, John Jones, and all those people. He's still one of the bigger names. So like I said, good win, much needed. And I think things are going to get on the right track for him, and he'll have some good matchups down at 155. Probably jump right into the deep end. He won't jump in and fight nobody that's out of the top 15 or in the low 15. He'll probably fight somebody in the top 10, top 5. Maybe even Anthony Pettis rematch or something like that, and he'll be, like I said, in a good position to move up ranks and potentially challenge for the title if he could string together some wins. Probably 2 wins, and he'll be right there at the title. Maybe even just 1 win, he'll be in the title picture. But that's about all I got to say for this fight in this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.